What up, world? I'm Steve, founder and CEO of CryptoCrewUniversity.com. This is where we keep crypto simple. Today, another exciting video. Is $1,049 the real Bitcoin bottom? What are the chances? If you're new here, join the movement, hit that subscribe button right now, and everybody hit that thumbs up button. I appreciate you. It's great to see you. If you have been sitting at your computer stressed out, not knowing should you buy, should you sell, what should I do, you are in luck because we are having the largest sale we have ever had on the top rated crypto classes in the entire industry. 48 hours remaining, guys. 48 hours remaining. A lot of people emailed me and said, Steve, I want to sign up to the top rated combo class, the one all of your students rave about, the top seller. But when I click on the link, it's only save 100, not 250. Make sure, guys, you put promo code CryptoCrew to save that extra 150. You're going to put it in right here on the checkout page where it says, do you have a promo code? You click here, you enter it, apply it, boom, you are finished. So to sign up to the one all my students rave about, the top selling combo, it'll be the very first link in the description. You're going to sign up to that if you've been in crypto around 1 year. First link in the description, I'll link it for you inside the video right here. You're going to sign up to this combo class if you've been in crypto just a few months. It'll be the second link right down in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video right here. You do not want to miss this opportunity. You will regret it if you do not take advantage of this, the largest sale we have ever had. Now, let's get into this video. This is going to be jam-packed. We have so much information to get to. We're going to be putting our investigative hats on and diving into 3 options that could be our bottom, including right now where we're at 3,920. A lot of people are wondering, Steve, is 3,500 the bottom? We're going to explore that and then the 2 main options. But first, let's backtrack on some other videos that we put our investigative hats on. In the past few months, we have detected this descending triangle. We put our investigative hats on, we dove deep into the charts, we looked at this from all different angles, and we concluded, guys, we're going to be breaking this descending triangle, and it's going to be a bad break to the downside. We also uncovered the 2014 chart and how there was this straight line consolidation leading up to the only death cross we have ever had on the 3-day chart. The only death cross we had ever had on the 3-day chart. Right after that death cross, a massive drop down to our capitulation candle in 2014. We noticed the same exact pattern forming on the 2018 chart. Huge consolidation point leading right up to the death cross. This is now our second death cross ever on the 3-day. As soon as we had the death cross, just like in 2014, a massive drop down. We have been calling for this massive drop down now for a while. And it's all because we put our investigative hats on, we dove deep into the charts, and we uncovered the facts. We uncovered the reality. So that's what we're going to be doing today. The first area we're going to look at is 3,500. Is it likely that that could be our bottom? What is the possibility that 3,500 is our bottom and we're in the midst of a big bounce to the upside? Now, remind you, on the 2 videos in the past, we had called for a bounce from our lows. Remember, we'd made a video when we were at like 3,600. We said, guys, watch in the next handful of days. We're going to have a big bounce. It's not going to be 3% or 5% or 7%. It's going to be a bigger bounce. It's going to get a lot of people excited, and then we're going to continue down. We're in the midst of that bounce now. It's been about 30%. It was a large bounce. So, is 3,005 the bottom, and we're going to continue to see a big explosion to the upside? In order to figure out where the real bottom is, that's everybody's question right now. Where is the bottom? Have we seen it yet? If not, where is it? There's 2 things you look at. Number 1, volume. Number 2, price action. That's it. It's really that simple. Crypto can be really complicated, overwhelming, and stressful. but we make it super simple, and that's how we're able to really see things clearly. So volume and price action, that's it. What are we looking for on volume? Simply put, we want to see these big spikes in volume. All right, the reason is each time we saw a big spike in volume, it represented a major market move, not a small market move. This one was our largest volume ever, and it marked the very end of the bear market after a straight consolidation, a textbook consolidation after a long downtrend. That was the end of the bear market. The previous largest volume in history was our true capitulation candle back in 2014. Incredibly important candle, because that candle says, guys, we are not going lower than this, and we're going to have consolidation, and then we're going to enter a bull market. The previous candle was our first capitulation after a big downfall, and the previous largest was this entire move, this massive move. So when you see a very large spike in volume, it means we have a big market shift. In order for us to go from an extreme downtrend for 11 months to an uptrend, we have to have a major spike in volume. With that said, is 3,500 a big spike in volume? If we look at it, we say, okay, it's the biggest in 8 months. Congratulations. It's like a golf clap. We're not that excited because it's not even larger than the February volume. So is it possible that this 3,500 is the bottom? No. No. According to the charts, it's very unlikely that 3,500 is the bottom. Very, very unlikely. I will go as far as to say, according to the charts, it's almost a 0% chance that that's the bottom. All right. So we can go ahead and move that to the side. So if 3,500 is not the bottom, what could potentially be the bottom? Now, remember, there's some rules that I gave you guys in a previous video on how to detect major levels, right? We're going to go into that, and we're going to uncover 2 other levels that could quite possibly be the bottom, and we're going to look at which one has stronger evidence. We're going to look at a lot of different charts, but again, we need to keep an eye on volume. As we keep an eye on volume, here's what we really want to look at. And this was a further case for this 3,500. Remember that U shape that we've been talking about with the volume. It means that we simply put, we start at this capitulation candle, right? Where things are at a drastic move. And we continue down in volume, and we bottom out. When we bottom out, we start going up in volume on the other side, and we get to our next major move. All right, this happened here as well. We need to see that happen as well. When we bottom, it's generally about halfway between that U. It's really at the bottom of the U. Same here. When we bottom out in volume, meaning our lowest volume, it's right in the middle. And what you'll see here with today is that we started our U, we went down, 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 down. We bottomed out just a few weeks ago. Just a few weeks ago, we bottomed out. So this marks generally about halfway between the move. So we still have many weeks to go. According to this volume chart, we still have many weeks to go before we truly find our capitulation candle in our true bottom. All right, if you see that, look at how many weeks. These are weekly candles, guys. We're on a weekly chart. You see how many weeks it took us to get to that low level of volume? We need a handful of weeks here, guys. So could we find our capitulation candle 2 weeks into that second leg of the U? It's really unlikely. It's really unlikely. So those are the main reasons why we can take 3,500 and set it aside. And a lot of you guys may wonder, Steve, if you've been following this channel for a while, it was about 9 months ago that I had a mathematical equation that told us that 3,500 would be roughly the bottom in Bitcoin. At the time, I basically got death threats. It was really a crazy thought to say that we would go to 3,500, and everybody said it's absolutely almost a 0% chance we will go to 3,500. Well, we're here, guys. Nine months later, we're here. But according to the charts, a lot has changed in the past 9 months. According to the charts, we're not yet there. So let's take a deeper dive into where it could be. First, I want to read you guys a couple reviews from the top rated crypto classes. This one's coming from Chris. Several reviewers were saying that it was their best investment so far in crypto. And I have to agree after doing the 3-class combo. This one's coming in from Eden. I highly encourage any of you who is still considering but afraid to spend the money here. This is by far the best investment you will make in crypto. It will change your life. Don't gamble on your family's money. This one is coming in. It's the most simple and effective way I have ever seen in any trading course. It's almost stupid proof not to get it right. Thank you guys for your reviews. Guys, take full advantage. This will be by far the best investment you will ever make in crypto in the top crypto classes in the industry. Promo code CryptoCrew to save that extra $150. 48 hours remaining, guys. Act now. You do not want to miss this sale. It's the biggest sale we've ever had. You're going to sign up to this combo class if you've been in crypto around 1 year. It'll be the very first link right down in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video right here. Save $250 right now with that combo. You're going to sign up to this combo if you've been in crypto just a few months. It'll be the second link right down in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video right here. Put your foot down. You know you need a strategy. We have the largest sale we've ever had. Take full advantage of it. You do not want to regret it. Now, we're going to get into some really fascinating charts, guys. You are going to have your mind blown with what I'm about to show you. We are going to first get into what those rules are. Just refresh our memory. We talked about if you, and this is something you can use on any time frame, a 5-minute chart, a 10-minute chart, a 4-hour chart, a 1-month chart. It doesn't matter. When you're trying to find where we're going to have a bottom, you want to look for 2 steps. Number 1, the first step is find a level that's significant, meaning it has significant resistance and significant support. Number 2 is that level, that same level that you identify, must be directly before a major move. So for example, this level, this $2,800, $2,900 level, it is significant. So now we're on a monthly chart. We've taken our step back, we've zoomed out, and we're about to uncover some real facts here. This level has 1 month, 2 month, 3 months of resistance. Incredibly strong resistance directly at this level, in 1-2 months of solid support directly at this level. So we've got the check mark for number 1. Extremely strong support, extremely strong resistance. The next question is this level directly before a major move to the upside? Absolutely, 100%. We moved up. Let's just take a measured move from here. Yeah, we moved up 500-600% directly after this major level. Remember, we spent 5 months at this level. Very major level. So this is our next level. Let's really investigate, can this be the true bottom? Could this potentially be? We have 2 check marks here. We know that it's significant. We know that it was before a major move. But realistically, could we hit this and still adhere to the volume measurements that we were talking about earlier here? So that is my major concern with this level, this 2008, 2009 level, is can we get there after a handful of weeks, and we need the volume to be a lot higher than it was in February. All right. Another area to support this theory is, this chart right here, okay? This is the BLX, okay? This is 8 years of Bitcoin data right in front of us, 8 years. And this red line is arguably the most significant moving average in the history of Bitcoin. That's right, the history of Bitcoin in all 8 years. This is what's called the 200-week moving average. We've only hit it 2 times in history. The only 2 times we've hit it are with the 2 most important candles. Remember, our capitulation candle and the candle that marked the end of the bear market. If we will look back here on the charts, it was right here, right? Remember our capitulation candle, this one right here, which was the largest in history, this candle, and then this one, which we said marked the end of the bear market. That's what we're looking at right here, guys. These 2 candles are the only 2 candles to ever touch the 200-week moving average. And we did not have the body of the candles go below, just the wicks. We held our support with the body, and we continued our consolidation. We continued into, after this, we continued into a bull rally for a few years. So right now we're getting close. And the theory is simple. If we were to have a couple more weeks here, one with a large capitulation candle, we could hold the body right above this and have a wick draw down to 2008, 2009 easily. So it lines up with the 200-week moving average. It aligns with our strategy of it must be extreme support and extreme resistance. My only concern, it's the only concern I have, is simply put, the volume. Guys, the volume is the only thing that worries me about this level. And if we're not going to hold it, there's only one level that would be realistic. So let's explore that level and let's identify which one has a stronger case. What I'm about to show you is really fascinating, guys. So this is our descending triangle, right? It looks a little bit different because we're on the month chart, not the weekly chart. But there is a way to take a measured move, right? When we see a break to the downside, there's a way to measure where this could potentially move from. All you do is measure from the top to the bottom in a straight line. I'll show you like such. We measure it from the top. We draw a trend line from the top right down to the bottom. We're going to take that line and bring it here. If you say, wow, Steve, why is it getting bigger? I'm going to show you in a second. It's really not getting bigger. We're on a log scale. So if we put this right where this move started, it is absolutely fascinating. What does this blue line tell us? It tells us where this descending triangle for many months could break down to. And if your mind was just blown, this is really intense because this is telling us a break could lead to exactly $1,044, $1,049, right? And if you're saying, well, Steve, this line is much bigger than this one. No, they're not. I'll take the log scale out and watch this. I'm going to pick this line up. I'm going to drag it back over here, and it's the same exact length. So again, it's just the log scale. It's playing tricks on your mind. And that, my friends, is fascinating stuff because this is telling us that we've been in this descending triangle. Now we need to evaluate how significant is this level. Is it more significant than this $2,900 level? Let's take a deeper look. What we want to see is our rules. How significant is it? Well, we had 2 months as extreme resistance and 2 months as extreme support. However, if we zoom out, then we know it gets a lot more serious than we had thought because this was our previous top, which oftentimes in charting acts as our new bottom. Okay, this was our previous top, so we had extreme resistance here. We had a technical double top, and then we continued into our capitulation candle, and here's where the bear market ended, and then we went on our run. And then we saw extreme resistance getting up to that level, and then extreme support from that level. This, my friends, is significantly more important level than this 2008, 2009. Significantly more important. Now, the question is, could we potentially fall to this level? Right? Is it realistic? Is it even possible? Steve, can you look at the volume and tell us, is it possible? And when would we hit it? We know that we have another further check mark with this descending triangle. We know that it's a stronger level than this 2,900. And we know that according to our volume, it would give us enough time to get down there. It's not like we're going to 1,049 next week. It would be highly unlikely. Even the further week, even the next week after that, I do expect fireworks to take place in the month of December leading into January. I think we're going to have a lot of big movements and we need to be ready. But let me break it down in a simple way. Here's how I'm seeing it. 3,500, we can throw that out the door. We need to hold 2,800, 2,900. When we get there, we need to really put our investigative hats on and see what's happening with the volume. If we get to 2009 and it's not significantly higher volume than this, we know that we're heading lower. If we get to 2009, 2008, and we see that it's significantly higher volume, we need to evaluate the structure of the chart, and that will tell us if we're heading lower. But make no mistake about it, we're at $3,926 right now. I don't expect us to hold this level or the 3,005 level. I expect us to keep all eyes on this level, on 2008, 2009. If we hold it, we need to look at the volume, and that will tell us, guys, if we're heading down to this true bottom. So is this absolutely out of the question? Very small percentage chance of happening? No. It's really not. This is a likely scenario right now, and I want us to be mentally prepared, right? We always in this channel remove emotion. We stay even keel. Nobody can buy our words. We never promote these coins and ICOs and these people that are always trying to pay me to promote on the YouTube. No, we speak the truth, and we're not Bitcoin bulls. We're not Bitcoin bears. We're Bitcoin realists, and this is a real scenario that could play out. All right, and we're only going to know for sure once we get to this level. All right, another thing I want you guys to be aware of is you're probably wondering, well, Steve, if we actually go to 1,000, what's going to happen to altcoins? Are altcoins going to die? Is Bitcoin going to die? Like, is there a scenario where Bitcoin could be dead? And I would say unequivocally no. Bitcoin has had these moves about 6 or 7 times in history where we had a big spike up followed by a large. This is just a market cycle. Plain and simple. We've been talking about it for 7-8 months. It's just a market cycle. I am not concerned in the least. All right. The media will take it out of proportion. The media is going to claim that Bitcoin is dead 100% certain if we get to this level, but we're going to stay a couple steps ahead. So that's our strategy right now, guys. This is how we're breaking down the real Bitcoin bottom. This is what we're looking at. All right, these scenarios are both clear-cut opportunities. If you may ask, Steve, is there a scenario in between here that's likely? No, there's not. If we break 2008, 2009, it is very likely we are going to go down to this level. Not the next day or the day after or even a week after. It's going to take a little bit of time. All right, but that's what we're watching. There's another thing I want you guys to look at. Total market cap. Pay attention. We talked about major levels, major support, major resistance. We had this massive move up. We reached like $800 billion market cap, and then we fell down. When we fall, we want to look left. Always look left, and that's going to tell you everything you need to know. If we look left, we see, okay, we had pretty strong support and resistance right at about 100 billion, 105, 110 billion. Watch that level, folks. Watch that level. That's going to be a key level in the total market cap. Right now, I think it's 130, 131. All right. Watch that $100 billion level. If you see us break that, look at where we are in the Bitcoin chart. We're going to be following up on that, guys. You want to stay up to date with what's happening. Make sure you are subscribed with that bell ticked. We'll get to that in a little bit because a lot of people don't know, Steve, where's the bell? How do I get the freshest videos from you when they're hot off the press? We'll show you in a minute. One other thing I want to get to is if we do fall to this level, this 2009 level, or this $1,000 level, what's going to happen with altcoins? I'm going to be making a bonus class for all students. All students, bonus class. I'm going to release it on Monday. We're going to cover two really important topics. One, what will altcoins look like if we fall to this level? What will Ripple look like? What will Ethereum look like? What will Cardano look like if we fall to these levels? The second thing, which I'm even more excited about, there has been a trend playing out for years with Ethereum, and the trend is coming to a headwinds. December is going to be an incredibly important month for Ethereum. I'm going to break that down in the bonus class. If you guys want that information, all you need to do is sign up. And luckily for you, we have the largest sale we have ever had. That's right. If you sign up to this, you're going to get all the classes, the top rated classes, and this bonus class that I'm going to release to everybody on Monday. So promo code CryptoCrew. Remember, write in promo code CryptoCrew, save the extra 150. You're going to sign up to this combo class if you've been in crypto around 1 year. It'll be the very first link right down in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video right here. Save $250 on this, the top selling item on our website. You're going to sign up to this combo class if you've been in crypto just a few months. It'll be the second link right down in the description. I'll link it for you inside the video right here. Save $300 on that. Promo code CryptoCrew, CryptoCrewUniversity.com. You do not want to miss this opportunity. You will regret it. Guys, also that bonus class, I cannot wait to send that out to you guys. I do want to cover a couple other things. All right, we talked about the promo code. This is where you write it in. Another question that I've been getting a lot is, Steve, how do I get your most recent video? By the time I see it in YouTube, it has 10,000, 20,000 views. How do I see it right away? Guys, everybody, look down right now. If you see that subscribe button next to my name, right? If you're on a mobile phone, just scroll down. When you see my name, if this is red, you don't want red in crypto. Click that right now. That means you're not subscribed. So make sure this is not red. Here's the bell. If the bell looks like this, you're in trouble. You need to click the bell so that you can get notified. So it's got the little wings next to it, so you're notified as soon as we release a new video. Another question that a lot of you guys have been asking and people have been really going crazy about is our Twitter. So thank you everybody for following our Twitter or subscribing or whatever it's called, but it's Crypto Crew U. So I appreciate everybody's support there, trying to give you guys the most pivotal information so that you guys can be even keel. Like the other day we said that, you know, we're getting that bounce that we called for. Remember, don't get too emotional. That's when everybody was freaking out because Bitcoin was going up, but we had called for that to happen, and everybody needs to stay even keel. So those are the things that we talk about on Twitter, keeping everybody even keel. This thing is really important, what I want to tell you guys about. You need to believe that you can make a change in your life. Many of you guys will say, well, Steve, I'm 65 years old. I have grandkids. There's no way I can really make a big difference in my life. I'm already 65. Guys, you're not dead. You are not dead. You can make that change. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't make that change. Don't let anybody tell you you're crazy for getting into crypto. Don't let anybody tell you. Believe in yourself. Believe in what you're doing. I don't care. Steve, I'm working 50 hours a week, 60 hours a week. I don't have time to really study. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You need to put your foot down and make that change. You can do in life whatever you want. Whatever you want. Whatever you dream, you can make a reality. Don't let anybody tell you you can't. Okay? The one thing that you guys are going to need to do is swallow your pride. Swallow your pride, guys. A lot of you guys are like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I've been trading in here for months. I'm going to figure it out. If you haven't figured it out yet and you've been losing a lot of money, you better do something different, because you know what? The definition of insanity is to keep doing the same things and expecting different results. You got to swallow your pride. You got to put your ego to the side and say, you know what? It's time for me to learn. It's time for me to learn. And guys, you can change your life. It doesn't matter if you're 30 years old, you just got married, you're just having a kid, or you're 70 years old and you think you're done. You can change whatever it is you want to change. The last thing is credit cards, guys. You guys have been going wild with the credit cards. We just now accept credit cards on our website to purchase the classes, okay? You can come down here with your product order, and we have all the credit cards here that you can choose from, and also PayPal credit, which is only for US citizens for payment plans, okay? So those are two options. And the last thing I want to say is I really appreciate you guys. I really love coming on here, keeping you guys even keel, keeping the emotion out of it, and changing lives. I'm getting so many emails and messages and DMs and all of these things from you guys saying, Steve, you are literally changing my life. Whether it's with these free YouTube videos, but mainly with the classes, it is unbelievable the amount of feedback that's coming in and all saying the same thing. The best investment you've ever made, changing your life. I love it. I love it. So thank you to you. Everybody that comes in, hits that like button right away, leaves these positive comments for everybody to check out. And positivity attracts positivity. Okay, there's so much positivity. All the negative people, they've got nowhere to go. They leave. It's fantastic. So thank you to you guys. You guys are the one helping build this community. It's not me. It's all of you. And I thank you. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Make sure you're subscribed, notifications on, because we are going to be covering this every step of the way and see which of these levels are going to play out. I look forward to seeing you guys in the bonus class on Monday. I'll directly email everybody out. Huge trends with Ethereum, and then where will altcoins fall if we do fall to these levels. Peace and love to the crypto crew. Have a beautiful rest of your day.